Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Joy Evans.
Welcome to Dice Tower News. We got some more news today, some things to talk about. But before we jump into news, a couple things for your notification. One, Dice Tower East. I'm getting more excited about. We just got one of our first hot games.
What is it? What is it? Let me guess.
I know, I didn't tell you. I'll put it on the shelf over there.
Oh, my gosh. I'll be right back.
You don't have time. Now we got the Lord of the Rings pandemic.
Are you kidding me right now?
Now
I got to sit through this.
You're going out of the
Oh, news. Oh, yeah. How exciting. Upcoming things. There's a game right over there I want to go look at right now. I got to sit here for 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
He has a premonition. He knows how long the news will do.
It's going to be a long one.
47 now.
If you're also worried about new games becoming harder to get, I would not worry about that. There's a lot we're about to mention in the news. But you can buy used games from other Dice Tower users. Dice Tower District.
Oh.
Do not.
You
do not.
I was trying to lead you. What do they order now?
Has this ever happened to you? Oh, no.
You should be in black and white when you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but anyhow, Dice Tower District, if you haven't heard of it, look it up on Google. We have a link in our link tree, too. And you can sell games to other users. So check that out. All right, let's get to the news. We got a lot to go through. Here we go. All right, first we have Steve Finn. Now, we already mentioned that he basically announced he was done publishing physical board games, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Because he's well enough known of a designer, he can get other publishers to publish his games.
That's right. He's been working a lot with Pencil First lately, so other publishers will do that for him, with him.
But now he's doing books, so here is his first book. This is Dr. Finn's book of solo strategy and word games. This is going to be crowdfunded. I don't know if it's on Kickstarter right now, but if it is not, it's coming soon.
Is this a physical book? I mean, my point being, if I fill this in, am I done? Is it a one shot? Can I keep downloading the thing?
No, you buy PDFs.
Okay. Yeah.
But you can also so you can purchase PDFs of the different games, or you can pledge $1, and then they'll notify you when the book is on Amazon. So it's both things.
Done.
Okay.
That's cool, right?
I like that. I like that very much.
This is the sort of thing, this very much looks like Games Magazine.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I always would mess with a lot of those puzzles.
Highlights.
I would do some of them.
No?
No.
All right.
Goofus.
What is he talking about?
You know Highlights magazine?
Is a children's magazine that was always at every pediatrician's office. And it would be a bunch of find the difference. And there was always a comic of Goofus and Gallant, and be like, Goofus, just close the door behind him. Gallant holds it for the person following him.
Gallant's
be
a good
Goofus.
guy.
Be Gallant, don't be Goofus.
Got something different.
Yeah,
good.
no, I've never seen that. You have any?
I'll bring him tomorrow.
Okay, I want to see
really?
it.
I do not.
Okay.
I don't think still make them.
Yeah, they do. All right. Similio, aquatic animals. This is the newest one. This is one of those ones where I'm like, oh, I thought they had made this one already.
They've done animals. They've done, I think, animals, exotic animals, and I guess now aquatic animals.
That tagline is so idiotic, though. Like, find the secret animal. Like,
find out the secret animal?
Who cares?
Hey, man, it sells. These games sell like gangbusters. Yeah, Similo is a good...
I think Similo is keeping Horrible Guild in business at this point.
I think it could be. Yeah, they sell very well. They are incredibly approachable. And seeing more decks for Similo, I'm always happy with. I have it on the app. I've played on the app. I've even played with the audience on what's happening.
Really?
Where I'll hide the screen and make a selection and then let them try to figure out what I meant.
I have never played this. I bought a lot because they come to figures sometimes.
No, it does not.
That's something else then. I buy figures.
Okay.
Let's
cool. Moving on. Okay.
Eden,
be not like
world.
idiot over here.
This is coming up on GameFound. It's a new version of Eden Survived the Apocalypse.
I like that.
This is going to be a physical game or STL, and you can print your own figures and terrain.
Really?
So it's a miniatures game. Okay.
Is that Santa Claus on a bike?
That is, yes.
And Krampus followed him.
He goes by Bad Santa.
All right.
Look at him, man. He's a hard man.
I used to make fun of Batman Love Letter, but now we have the fix, Stitch, the fix for 626. This is actually Love Letter.
That's super cute, too.
Really?
Look at
Yeah.
Look at the big old ears.
A card game of alien antics.
That's pretty cute
It does say Jorge Zhang is co-designer, so I'm assuming they're going to switch things. One person always has Stitch instead of, I guess, the princess from the original one. And Stitch will switch between Experiment 626 or Good Stitch. This is to probably coincide with the upcoming live-action movie in which Stitch is animated. I'm still amused by this live-action stuff. That
just moved. That's freaky.
What moved?
The magnetic thing behind you just literally moved on its own.
There you go.
It went.
You're good now.
It just freaked me out. It was just really weird. Wow.
Okay.
Experiment 626 is in the house.
Coming in October.
I really like that.
Dice Cup becomes Dice Pool Party. Dice Pool Party is a 2 to 8 player design from Christoph Kanzler and Torsten Marold. This originally came out in 2022 called Dice Cup, which probably no one bought because, well, it was called Dice Cup.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, come on.
Fair.
Dice Pool Party, as you can see, those dice look like, that looks like a very sad YMCA gymnasium pool. And they're like, we're having fun, right?
Just swaying.
Everybody clumped up too. Weirdly, I don't know why. But yeah.
It's a roll and write game. All right. Beat the Heat, which is something I'd like to know because after our move, I don't know if it's just you guys. I feel like Fort Myers is 5-10 degrees hotter than Homestead.
Thank you.
You didn't tell us it was hot over here.
Yeah, we're close to the sun.
Thank you.
It's pretty hot here right now. But anyway, this is a new edition of Six Nipped.
That's right, from
I'm excited.
Hasbro. So this is a classic. It's a stone cold classic from Wolfgang Hammer.
Do you like Six Nipped?
I do really like
I do
Six
too.
Nipped, or Slide 5, or it's been published a bunch of times. And I guess Beat the Heat now from Hasbro is the new edition of it. I'm assuming this will be like at Target and places like that. That's really cool. I'm glad that games like this are available like that. You know what I mean?
Won't sell well in Miami
No.
because they want the Heat to win there.
This is true. He went a different direction. I thought he was going weather.
I thought he was going to be
NBA.
like,
I'd
because
to
no
get
one
a
can
shirt with
read it
Beat
in
the Heat,
English.
Just wear it to the Miami.
That would get you jumped.
Beat the Heat with that. You work for the company and you got beat up at the game. Yeah.
It's the only team in Miami that people care about. Dolphins,
that's true.
do they exist? I don't think so.
Dolphins are extinct.
Panda Spin, which we finally just got here in the studio. I believe it just came in a week ago.
Wait, the first one we just got?
Well, Mike had it, so we got a copy there.
Mike.
But there's an expansion coming out, Mandate of Heaven, where the panda bear looks a little more panda than the first one. The first one looks like a grizzly bear masquerading as a panda.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
The second one's a little more sedate here. But this one, you're going to have one of 12 animal mandate cards with zodiacal animals introducing a new way to play the game. Sounds a little bit like Zombie Princess. No, not Zombie Princess, Rebel Princess.
Right. You have an ability.
This is a game I'll be playing very soon. I'm very much anxious to play Panda
It's a trick-taking game, right?
Climbing. Ladder
climbing game. No.
It's fine. It's pretty. The artwork's great.
Yeah, but you're not as big of a fan of these games as I am.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, you thought there were miniatures in Civiloso.
See,
they come as figures.
Salt and Paper Extra Pepper. This is the second expansion for this game,
I love it.
which can have so many
It's so
expansions.
crazy.
Eventually, they're going to have Sea
there's-
Salt and Pepper, the big box.
I know, and
Okay,
at some
that
point,
would be a
look,
point. Yeah, okay.
there's another expansion coming, which I also will feel this way about. But I'm like, look, I get it. You want to create more interest in your little pocket-sized game. Eventually, your pocket-sized game is no longer a pocket-sized game. It's
agree.
okay for things to be what they are, for an audience to
But
get
money,
something.
Money.
Money is overrated, I would say.
Once it
Beat the
outgrows the
Heat.
box, the other one fits in the box, right? So we're still in the box.
It does. I'm sure this one fits in the box too,
gonna
because
get
it's
tight.
literally the size of a booster. It's a booster of cards. Yeah. I just mean at some point I have to
I
check
agree.
3 rule books.
Yep.
I don't know. I know it was like a critical darling. It did incredibly well. So yes, money makes sense.
Is this the expansion you were talking
That's
about?
the one.
Okay, so first of all, this bothers me a lot because they put these boxes next to each other and then
They seated them together?
didn't bother to make the picture lengthen or anything.
Is it because they're No.
Anyway.
No.
So In the Footsteps of Darwin was a pretty surprising hit. A very light game. I believe it was nominated for
liked
the
it.
Spiel des Jahres.
That's right.
There was a sequel, In the Footsteps of Marie Curie, which was a very different game, actually. But I really like it in the Footsteps of Darwin. I also, like Z said, didn't sit around thinking, man, I wish there was an expansion for it. But there is. This is coming in Q3. And this is going to give you more historical figures, more discoveries. They're talking more theme here, so it's hard to tell if it's just more stuff.
Just fine.
Yeah, but the deck is interesting because... Wait, no, I'm thinking of Marie Curie. I'm mixing them up now. In the Footsteps of Darwin, you're going around.
You go around, you get the animal tile things, you put them in a grid or whatever.
I'm always nervous because are they adding more tiles, which dilutes the pool?
I don't think so. It looks correspondence seems to be a side activity with, I'm guessing, the male, snail mail.
Ah.
Back then,
This is mail.
they called it sloth mail.
Sloth mail?
Sloth mail. All right. Aeon's End is having another Kickstarter, shockingly. They still haven't found art that's not generic yet, but hey, this is a standalone expansion from Cindy Eggleston, Nick Little, Kevin Riley, and David Turtsey. So a whole bunch of new stuff. This campaign will be launching in May. On May 6th? Wait, that happened 2 days ago.
Oh.
This is news from the past.
This blows my mind how many SKUs Aeon's End has as a line of games.
It does.
It's also incredibly highly ranked on BGG.
I agree.
Top,
People love it.
Top 100, I think, on BGG. And the bench is so deep. Trying to understand, like, okay, what's what line? It's like following comic books if you don't know what to look for. They're like, well, there's this line, and then there's this one, which is kind of like a beginning point. You can combine it, but maybe don't. And then this is an expansion to just that thing.
And there's two legacies.
Two legacy games. Whoa!
This is one of the ones that I'm like, I'd like to try it, but there's so many.
Have you never
points.
played any Aeon's End?
I haven't because there's
Go
starting.
play one. We're gonna play one.
Do you actually enjoy it?
I don't know. I've only played it on the app,
Okay.
and yes, I liked it.
I'd like. Do you know a good starting point? Like, is there?
I have a good starting
Okay.
point.
See,
All right.
We'll play.
not a
We'll
lot.
review
Things
it.
are happening here. All right, so next. This is a game that does probably need an expansion, although a little late here, but
Yes.
Dice Realms trade expansion. So Dice Realms is essentially a deck building Dominion style game, but with dice, where you add and change the size of your dice. It has a few weird oddities and terrible graphic design. And even though it has its fans, of which you are one, I know
I am.
Jason loves this game too. I like it fine. I just wish it looked better. And now it doesn't. But still, there's more stuff coming. More dice, more stuff.
this I can see. Just extra trays with the different dice. I mean, this is Dominion meets Dice Forge. You know, I think it's. I like it.
Yeah, Dice Forge is better, though.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
It's just it's easier to hit the
Did you see him
table.
collapse there? All right.
I did watch that.
It hits the
His
table
soul
quicker.
leaving his body.
Okay. More of the game. Age of Steam expansion volumes 5 and 6. And when I saw this news, I was like, I didn't know 4 had come
Yeah,
out.
3 and 4. It was 1 and 2, then 3 and 4. Then -1 and 0. They did that. Okay, it was like
did
a
that.
special, like,
Prequels.
no, do the Jedi have midichlorians or not, kind of thing. And now 5 and 6.
This makes sense because the original Age of Steam had about 100 maps for it. So why would we not want them for this? If you love Age of Steam, you love it, and you like switching maps around, so here's 16 more for you.
2. The news.
Yes. Night Soil.
This was pretty funny.
This is a 2 to 5 player game from John Moffat from Grail Games. This is going to be. It says you're going to be able. It's crowdfunding. You'll be able to pick this up in Q4, even at the Spiel.
What is night soil?
Okay, it sounds like it's fertilizer. They keep talking about how there's no indoor plumbing. They kind of focus on that. I'm like, what are they?
Yeah, so in
around?
Night Soil, players run competing night soil companies. By night, laborer cards will be used to carefully maneuver waste cubes through the narrow streets of London to turn a profit and to recruit workers. By day, these workers can be sent out in London to advertise. However, crowds of workers do tend to add to the waste problem. I'm very curious.
Wow.
If this is collect poop to turn into soil, I am so on board with that theme. I think it's interesting.
I think it's
I
been
feel like
overdone.
Sam Heal is about to like burst through that wall and be like, "Oh yeah, another poop game." Fine, he's been waiting. Okay,
It's post poop.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
All right. I'm sure Mike is pleased about this one. Sashi and Sashi, new game, The Great Evening Banquet. I have to tell you that their games are such a thing that if I saw this, I know instantly who made it.
I know, that's cool. They have a look.
But even the name, I might get it just from the name.
Yeah, name is good.
The Great Evening Banquet. There's something kind of quirky and classy about their games. Yeah, I agree.
So it's a 1 to 4 player game. You are seating guests at a house with tables of VIPs. So you're trying to seat people, again, Joey doesn't want to talk to Z, so I have to put them at different tables.
Correct.
That checks out. It's in our contract.
And, so you're basically swapping people around. And then there's been games I've done this before. In fact, one of the early Spiel des Jahres winners was
that
seating
international
nationalities
cafe.
at different places. You won't see that game nowadays. Because what they did is they put the different nationalities at a table, and the people there, they were like, hey, draw them as stereotypically as possible.
Really?
This is a very old game. It's like from the 70s or early 80s, yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Speaking of Sashi and Sashi, come sail away. Good news. Asmodee has picked this up. So if you wanted to get this game, do not pay the exorbitant prices to get it from overseas. Wait till it comes out. Also, Spanish, Portuguese, and Ukrainian editions are on the way.
Yeah, that's cool. This is a great little Mancala-based game.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Ukiyo-e. This is a 2 to 4 player game from Toshiki Sato from Sato Familie, and this is in consultation with Michael Schott because it's based on his 2003 game Crazy Chicken, or the version I played from Simply Fun, Drive. I like this game a lot. It is a great 2-player game, in my opinion.
It is, and there's a lot of additions, actually.
I mentioned 2, but there's more.
There's another one that actually has the same theme.
You're right. Crazy Chicken.
Crazy Chicken has a Japanese theme. I forget what it's called now, but it came in a tin from White Goblin. There was another one after that with Woodland Critters. I mean, it's like the game has been printed so many times, and it's funny to me because it's such a simple game, such a basic game, really, that it's funny that they're like in consultation with Michael Schott for the original game, because I don't know, it's not.
Can I steal your game? You may.
It must be.
That was the
It's like it's hard to not step on the toes of this game. It's so basic. It's not like he's lifting up like Ticket to Ride is a very specific thing. Crazy Chicken is play card sets, collect sets.
It's kind of like a rummy game.
It's rummy. It's kind of rummy-esque. Yeah. Anyway,
you're playing a set of cards, but then you play a bigger set. Then my set.
Discards.
I think you get half of them back.
You don't get anything back. If they did that, that's a twist. See, now you got to consult. Anyway. I like the look of what's happening there, and I'd be happy to check it out. I do wonder if it's the base game and a little more on top of that. If so, and I hope it is, then I'm very intrigued.
I am wondering how to pronounce it, because as Mike Howard pointed out, when I said Ukiyo, that sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is it Ukiyo-e?
Ukiyo. It's probably U instead of U.
Yeah, Ukiyo-e.
Ukiyo-e. All right, more DC deck building. This has more expansions and lines than the Aeon Zen.
It does.
I can't keep track of what this game is doing sometimes. I'm like, they made more, but weren't all these characters already in the game?
Probably. They've done some neat things lately with the line. And some were good, some were kind of all right, some were too convoluted. I know one of the ones I reviewed recently was a nice return to form. It simplified some things, and I liked it. This one just has a really cool theme, but I don't know anything about the gameplay.
Yeah, this one, you are the roles. You're going to be the Joker, Harley Quinn, the Riddler, or Two-Face.
Okay, so you're the bad guys.
Yeah, and it says it brings
We're the bad guys.
Brings back victory point tokens and adds freeze and riddle tokens. Riddle me this, Garcia.
Yes.
I don't have a riddle.
Oh.
All right, Hedge Maze. This was crowdfunded by Floodgate Games in October, and that says they're going to absorb the tariff costs right now, get those out. And then it's a 2 to 4 player game coming soon. Polyominoes, you're building a hedge to prevent your rival from stealing your gnomes, because that's what rivals do.
They do.
You might wonder where all the gnomes in your yard went. Every time I visit it, I've stolen one.
I knew it. They took my keys.
This guy looks like he escaped from the cover of Quacks.
Well, he got booted out of that game.
He did. It's like, stop with the gnomes. We're
Those are
brewing.
some funky looking gnomes. They don't look like the. You ever see the classic movie?
No.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a classic.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
You've never seen that film?
I have seen that.
It's
I didn't
very
know anyone
sad
else
at
had
the
seen
end. It's
it.
very sad, you know.
Yes.
They do both die.
It's a pretty terrible movie, actually.
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, they do not both die. They sing a. I think one smashes. I don't know.
They die.
It was a horrible
They die.
movie.
One
I
of them
hated it.
poisons themselves.
I like bad
The other
movies,
one
and I blocked that one
stabs
out.
or something. Huh?
That was a rough one.
I think they made Romeo and Juliet too. I think.
They did the sequel.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, Hedge Maze. Next, Lightning Train. This is coming from Direwolf,
excited.
Paul Dennen,
that
and that's
cover.
all you need to know.
Yep.
Buy
That
it.
cover
Done.
is fire. Lightning train, and so it's epic. It's just an epic cover.
Even that, look at that board. The
The
components.
board kind of looks like Station to Station, actually, which I'm reviewing this week.
Well, if that's not good enough for you. The Paul
I'm excited
Dennen,
about
who
that
did,
one.
by the way, Dune Imperium and Lightning Train. It's a bag building game.
Mm.
Oh, he also did
I need that.
the undefeatable guy.
Invincible?
Yeah, that's the one. Invincible. He did the Invincible game. which
No,
is a
he wasn't the designer of Invincible.
He was
That
not?
a different guy. No, I think he probably was
Oh.
developer, but he did not design it.
Because that's a bag building game. Also, is my point. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I know you, Tom, especially love bag building.
Well, he could retire on, between Clank and Dune Imperium.
Sure.
He's good. But
I agree.
This is very high on my
Same here.
anticipated list. Like, of all the news, this is probably the game I'm most excited about.
And Direwolf in there, too, which, yeah.
Was Paul Dennen. So
I don't care. I mean, their components are great. That's.
Yep.
I can't see them from there.
Gen
They look
Con.
good.
Gen Con will be a few copies there.
Really?
let's
Yep.
go.
Very few.
Alrighty, the Board Game Geek Golden Geek Awards were announced. As
Okay.
a side note, our Dice Tower Award nominations will be announced in the Summer Spectacular, first week of June. Anyhow, these are theirs. This is voted on by the people.
For
They
the
don't
people.
have,
For the people.
yeah, they don't have
Vox
they don't have
populi.
a lot of restrictions, but
Oh, I like that.
some good winners. Dune Imperium
There it
won
is.
Best Board Game App.
Paul Dennen won Best Board Game Person.
Codenames and Clank are the runners-up, so
Well, he had two
Dire-
in there?
Dire
Paul
Wolf-
Dennen had two.
Direwolf's sitting there like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
I haven't played
best
the
app.
Clank app. I keep meaning I hear it's pretty good.
Is it good?
I played the Clank app. It is like silly fast. That's the main thing I remember taking away. I was like, oh my gosh, this game just ended.
Only
I
on
played
tablet,
9
right?
minutes. I played it as an app on an iPad. Silly
try that.
fast.
Print and Play, 52 Realms Adventures.
100% agree with this. That's a good game.
Have you played it?
I have.
Are you
I
serious?
think I reviewed on the channel. Yeah, it's really
I
cool.
thought he was making that up.
No, you get a dungeon, and then you're gonna flip a normal deck of playing cards, and what it is and the suit it is tells you where you can go and what you can do in the dungeon, and it's actually pretty fun.
Well, what else do you need besides the deck of cards?
That's it. You print out their sheets, and they also have other sheets that will tell you what you can upgrade depending on the cards. It really works with just a deck of playing cards.
Wait, you printed out a Print and Play?
It was a
I
sheet
did.
of play paper.
I was stuck in Travelodge for 2 years.
Yeah, but they don't have a printer there.
Oh, but my work did.
You printed stuff at work, did you?
That's
100% of the
Did you
time.
take
my
any work?
game.
Did you take any work supplies?
I did. Got a lot of pencils. You want some?
He traded for apples.
That's true.
I did. I brought them in for you guys.
All right, Best Expansion, Arcs the Blighted Reach expansion.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Then the Best Artwork, Unconscious Mind. No surprise there.
How is Harmonies in there?
I like the artwork for Harmonies.
Yeah, you like it. Is it top
It's a
three?
different style. Again,
think it's
only
good.
games that are going to be in the. This
Yeah.
is voted on by a lot of people. So
You're right.
small, unique games aren't going to make the cut.
That's fair.
War Game. Hey, Grognerds. Arcs won.
Yeah, I don't.
Dune
To be
was.
fair, the nominations here again, they have to have that
Popularity.
critical mass. Yeah, and it's Arcs, Dune, War for Arrakis, and then the
I'm
Robin Hood one.
surprised. That's a fun little game. But I'm
The
surprised.
Robin
it made
Hood
it.
one?
Yeah,
Does it feel like a war
it
game?
does
to you?
not. That's the thing. I technically they're having a skirmish. Robin
Yeah,
Hood.
you're
Well, I'm
right.
having a skirmish in heat, pedal to the metal too, but I wouldn't call it
It's
a war
not
game.
a war. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, but yeah.
Party game is Flip 7. beating out Things and Rings and the Gang. Flip 7 is on fire.
It really is.
For sure. Best,
Where's the expansion for that? Flip 8.
greatest card game of all time.
Shh, I was kidding, Hop. Don't do it.
Oh, it's happening now.
This is the one I disagree with, actually.
You think we should swapped?
So this
No,
is best solo
because
game.
it's best solo game. And for me, the whole thing that made me love Slay the Spire, the board game, was the cooperation between players. If I'm going to play Slay the Spire solo, I'm going to play
The app.
The app, for
Yes.
sure. You can play this solo, but to me, the benefits of this one were that
I agree.
you could play with
Yeah, I
other
agree.
people. I've not played Imperium solo, and Gloomy and Button Specs, I did enjoy that one. Although, again, I think there's a lot of really cool little solo games that kind of get lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Button Shy
Yep.
solo games and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Two-player game, Lord of the Rings Duel 1, and I bet if I could see the numbers, it would be more than the next 8 combined.
Yeah, I think so too.
These all three are solid.
They are.
These are good
Actually, I'm really
games.
surprised Just for Robin Hood made it this high.
I am too. That's 2 lists. But Kelp is great too.
Cooperative games. Hey, Lord of the Rings is having fun here. This beat Bomb Busters and Slay the Spire, but I am pleased to see that Bomb Busters was in the mix.
A cooperative, yeah.
Yeah, these that's a good slate. All three of those are great and
agree.
incredibly different games.
Yep.
I like to see that.
This is the other one where I might disagree slightly on
Okay.
it. This is what? Do you know what the award for this award would be?
I know because I read the list.
And he didn't know.
Yeah, Joe doesn't prepare.
Thematic?
It is thematic.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's better then.
I
But
guess. Don't congratulate him for guessing.
I did great.
here's the thing. I think SETI and Let's Go to Japan are thematic style games. SETI's a thematic Euro, very thematic. Lord of the Rings Duel, it's a great game, but I wouldn't say it's thematic at
No.
all. I guess maybe the guy's chasing the ring bears.
I don't know.
Where's the Ameritrash stuff here that's like
Yeah.
full of theme?
The
Come on.
Ameritrash stuff is lower on BGG is where it
That's
is.
true.
That's just what
Yeah.
it is. It's voted on by the audience. And generally they prefer Euro style games.
Yeah, well, maybe I should be.
I haven't played SETI, but I have heard it's a very good game, and apparently it is well themed.
Yeah, it's got a great thing
it's
to
well
it.
themed. I do like it. Okay, so now we have innovative arcs. Very
That I can see.
SETI. Well, what do they call SETI innovative on? That's probably.
That's what I wonder.
It's the fact that you think you're going to get a scientifically driven game, and then aliens. Boom, innovation.
Aliens.
Well, Fromage,
And the
I like.
spinning center.
I like Fromage on there. The spinning board. Everyone's
Yes.
playing at the same time. That was pretty good.
Cheese.
So 2 spinning boards on there, huh?
That's true.
They love their spinning boards. You want to be innovative? Spinning board. Done.
All right, and then let's go to Game of the Year. Light Game of the Year, Castle Combo.
I've been saying it.
Beat out
I know
Flip
you
7
love
and-
this. I
I've
need
been
to play
saying
this
it,
game.
people. Nobody listens.
You are a champion of this
What?
game. You like this game a lot.
And then Medium Game of the Year, Harmonies.
Now, Endeavor Deep Sea.
Is that medium?
Medium?
Again, this is medium according to BGG.
Yeah, fair.
So you say media? That's the same depth as Harmonies? Because I misjudged it. I haven't played Endeavor, but
I don't know. I think it's a little heavier than Harmony
It's
for
tricky,
sure.
but the heavy ones are all very heavy games.
Yes,
so here we
right,
go.
right.
Heavy is SETI winning and it beating out Arcs and Civolution.
I'm
No one
surprised
is
it
gonna
beat
say
out.
any
Yeah,
of these 3 games.
I'm very surprised it beat out Arcs, actually.
I
Arcs
am
seems
too.
to be like the critical darling
Yes,
to beat.
but I think it beat out Arcs because,
It's
again, numbers.
Yeah.
And SETI is, CG's finally has a major hit after Arnak.
right.
All the ones in the last few years have not done, they've done okay, but not, this one's
No,
doing
I think
really
you're
well.
right. I think you're
And
right. It's
because
a
it's probably-
legitimate hit, huh?
it's heavier than Arc. So I don't know if people weighted that. in their
SETI's
choice.
heavier than Arcs?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know. It's Arcs is a hard one to say how heavy it is because
trick
it's so
taking.
weird to understand. Alrighty, folks. Well, there you go. That is the news. Join us back here later today at 2 o'clock where
2
we'll be
o'clock.
talking about our top 10 games to play at a wedding.
SETI.
There's so many. SETI's my number one.
SETI Arcs, and they're spoiling my list there with SETI Arcs and Civolution.
Oh, at every table, there's a copy.
There's a copy of Civolution. Like,
Enjoy it, guys.
Figure it out.
We'll see you tomorrow.
This is the dress rehearsal for the. By the time you finish the game, we'll be ready.
Alrighty, folks. We will see you later. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm Joey Evans.
Come to Dice Star East.
Do it.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.